This episode of Twin Speaks contains spoilers.
Hello and welcome to Twin Speaks First Watch First Listen of Godzilla, King of the Monsters, starring Kyle Chandler, Vera Farmiga, and Millie Bobby Brown, among others. Directed by Michael Dougherty.
Dougherty. I don't know. Dougherty.
And written by Michael Dougherty and Zach Shields.
Wait, did you say? Okay.
I'm your co-host, Pat. You can find me on Twitter at @kidcombo_, and I am, of course, joined by my twin brother and co-host. You can find him on social media at Animonium. It's Andrew.
I'm no longer Boner Doom.
No?
So if anybody's been sending you messages with Boner Doom, it's not me. I lasted like 10 minutes. It looked weird. I didn't like it.
It was like the end of the episode, and I went to go check, and you had already changed it.
Yeah, I didn't like how it looked.
So like,
I got like a notification. I was like, what the fuck is Boner Doom?
Anybody who would have listened to it and then gone to see if you actually had done it would be disappointed.
No, if they... Yeah, I guess because it's not live.
It's not live.
You took the next day to change it. No, yeah, they're going to be mad.
Are you going to change it back?
No.
No, that's it.
I don't like how it looked. I just like the letter A.
Wow.
And B's beneath me. That was a
wow. That's some hardcore narcissism.
Yeah, A for life.
Okay, so there's like a bunch of news. I think I say this every time, but do you want to just get into it?
Are we drinking out of two different mason jars?
Yeah, dude. We got the wide mouth mason jar, and we got the little guy.
Slightly less
narrow
wide. The narrow, but also somewhat wide mouth mason jar.
Leonardo DiCaprio has exited.
That's Wide Mouth Mason's cover band. Slightly
not so
narrower.
wide mouth.
Yeah, not so Wide Mouth Mason.
You know, that's an underrated band.
Wide Mouth Mason.
Maybe not underrated, but
yeah, I think
they
they're perfectly rated.
Yeah, that's probably true. They had some hits.
Them and Third Eye Blind. Third Eye Blind, I remember, had a poster in Even Stevens.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's mainstream.
No. Mainstream
Even
for
Stevens?
Mainstream for people born 92, between 92 and like 94. That's it.
Yeah, maybe 95. Wow. We can ask George if she remembers that.
Giving away her like social.
No, she's not 95.
She's neither of those numbers.
She could be anyone.
And neither am I. Pat, you're 92 though.
Oh shit. Wide Mouth Mason had that one song. I heard it on the radio the other day. What?
Sugarcane. No, that's somebody else.
That's somewhere else. I can't remember the name of it now, but
damn it.
I heard it on the radio. I was like, "Fuck, this is a great song." It was like such a like low key, weird remembering thing of like listening to the radio when you're like 8. Remember that one? We had that one.
You just described nostalgia. You're like, do you remember that thing? Like, it makes you feel pretty good because you listen to it.
But you feel real good about it.
Yeah.
You feel great.
Shoot.
And it reminds me of...
there was a word to describe that?
A time when I was younger and more innocent and...
Sugarcane, yeah.
It was Sugarcane.
Fuck yeah. That song rips.
That song it does rip.
No, it doesn't. It's like, sugarcane. Like, it's very
That's
slow.
not the song I'm thinking of.
Are you thinking of... Midnight. We just like we're
list
what,
them off.
2 minutes in and we're already fucking googling things.
List them off. Let's hear them.
Okay, the top 5 for Wide Mouth Mason.
Yeah.
I can't say that word
on Spotify.
My Old Self,
No.
Midnight Rain, Smile. I think is 1.
Smile. No, that's not.
Companion, Lay Me Down.
I think it might be Midnight Rain.
I have no idea.
I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
I'm about to play it.
No, don't play it.
Let's
not give them
20,000 listeners.
Damn.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
Can you imagine being someone that still listens to Wide Mouth Mason?
None of their songs are over 250,000 listens. So they are somewhat underrated.
What?
Well, not underrated necessarily, just underplayed. They
not
are
rated. What? Not currently rated.
They're not currently rated at all.
What does the person look like who
I don't know.
Listens to Wide Mouth Mason?
Oh, that listens to Wide Mouth Mason?
Not what do they look like?
Oh shoot, I don't know. I don't even know what Wide Mouth Mason looks like.
I think they're just normal people. They're like way too normal though.
They're from Saskatoon.
So like they have
We're
like
getting real off track early in the
fashion sense that doesn't necessarily clash, but doesn't stand out much.
I think that they just wear a lot of flannel.
That's probably safe.
Yeah, I think like if you listen to Fish,
you listen to
you
Wide
listen to
Mouth
Wide
Mason.
Mouth Mason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like a tertiary band for you.
Tertiary band. Yeah.
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 What were we talking about?
You started this. I don't know.
Okay, let's get back on track. I closed the news thing. I was so worked up about Wide Mouth Mason. Leonardo DiCaprio has exited Guillermo del Toro's upcoming noir thriller, Nightmare Alley.
But somebody else is in it for him.
Well, not yet. Bradley Cooper is currently in talks to replace him, but nothing's been official yet. What's interesting, though, is that this is like the third or fourth movie that he's dropped out of. So he's dropped out of this one with Guillermo del Toro, but then he's also dropped out of Clint Eastwood's new movie, which we'll talk about later. But he had previously passed on Paul Thomas Anderson's new movie and Inarritus.
He's having a hell of a time with names today.
Yeah, new film to star in Nightmare Alley.
Huh.
So he like passed on Paul Thomas Anderson, and then who he did The Revenant with, not Paul Thomas Anderson, but the other guy.
Guy that did Birdman too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To star in that
Birdman
movie,
2.
and then dropped out. So
Yeah.
he's passed on 4
Yeah, but
movies.
Maybe he doesn't need to act.
No, and the one
His
thing,
life's a movie, man.
apparently one of the reasons that he dropped out of this one was because they couldn't get the contract going.
Oh.
Like either he was asking for too much money or they didn't
He
want to
asked
give
for a
him the
certain
money.
amount of money and also for all of Africa to have water. And they were like, I can't do it.
We can do one of those things.
Yeah, one of those things, but not both. Water for Africa?
But yeah, Bradley Cooper is in talks to take over for him, which would be cool. I don't know, seeing Bradley Cooper or Leonardo DiCaprio in Guillermo del Toro movie would be cool.
Yeah.
Those are both great actors. Any other thoughts?
Just right down the middle on that one, Patrick. He would be swell. He also would be swell.
Gladiator 2 producers confirm that the sequel will be set in 25 years in the future after the original.
This is only just to like they're only doing like hasn't it been like almost that long since Gladiator came out? It's probably been almost it came out like
I think it's like
2000,
25 30 years almost.
No, it came out in like mid 2000s, didn't it?
Oh, I thought it was like early or late 90s.
Right
rather.
back to googling things. Let's do it.
But
that's only to it's only so they can use Russell Crowe again.
No, apparently he's not going to be in it.
Oh.
Because he dies in the first one.
Does he? At the end?
Yeah. I'm going to look
so
up.
it's the ghost, it's the fat ghost of Russell Crowe.
What if it's like a force
Gladiator
ghost?
Gladiator Ghost. All right, Gladiator 2, Gladiator Ghost.
2000, you were right.
Oh, hell yeah. 19 years.
Bitch. I thought you were going to add that to the
I was
end.
going to say something, but it wasn't bitch.
So reading this, it says that the same producers from the original one are going to be involved. Their names are Walter F. Parks and Laurie McDonald.
Their names.
Those are
Where
their names.
those?
They're
names you listed?
also apparently working with Ridley Scott
Right.
and writer Peter Craig,
Okay.
so who has worked on The Town and The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1 and 2.
I liked one of those movies. Two of those movies.
I feel like Gladiator is definitely a movie that doesn't need a sequel. It like kind of wraps itself up pretty well. And them saying that they're like working with the same producers, and then they've got like Ridley Scott making some like I don't even know. It's like probably just some emails.
Gladiator 2 is just gonna be Star Wars. Instead of swords, it'll be lasers. Instead of Gladiator, he's gonna be Luke Skywalker.
There'd be a crossover, so the new Star Wars has Russell Crowe, but he's
but he's a Force ghost. He's old and fat, and he's a Force ghost.
Keeps talking about Alex Cameron and Roy Malloy
and the Australian rules football team he owns.
The Crows.
The Crows.
But how is this not just a cash thing?
It might be. I don't know.
It just seems it's like this movie doesn't need to be made.
Same with Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, but at least like that had like an amazing director.
Yeah, but
like
it's so early in the process.
I
you
guess,
don't know
but it
who's
just seems
tied to it at
weird.
all.
I don't know. Rumors are apparently.
Disagree.
I was gonna say something else. But rumors apparently point to the plot of the movie following a grown-up Lucius, who was the son of Connie Nielsen in the movie,
right,
and the nephew of Joaquin Phoenix,
right.
Which I guess is like the most natural thing. I feel like that's like a rumor that is.
They were
like someone
who's
just like was like, yeah, this seems like the only like thing that he could have done.
Who's alive still?
Pretty much, yeah.
In real life. Because as everybody knows,
am I in Gladiator
Joaquin Phoenix is dead.
Russell Crowe is also dead.
If only this is a live episode, I would really panic people. Whoa, this is this text I just got in straight from Joaquin Phoenix's mom. He's dead, it says. He's dead. That's all it says.
Oh, man. Written on his tombstone, Joaquin Phoenix. He did.
He died.
And now he did. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really like. I have no opinion about this other than like it just seems weird that it's being made.
Right.
Thoughts?
Movies, you know.
Because you just went right. I was like, okay.
I was honestly not really listening, but I was being supportive.
Ah, nice. Thanks. Thanks, buddy.
Right.
You did it again.
Yeah, I'm aware I did it again, you bitch.
No, I was joining in.
Bitch.
I'm another joke. I, Tanya actor.
You're laughing with me, not at me.
I, Tanya actor Paul Walter Hauser gets lead role in Clint Eastwood's new film, The Ballad of Richard Jewell.
Yeah, he's the one that was in Black Klansman too.
Yeah, that's right. I was trying to think of who he was. What other movie he was in?
What's his face's like best friend? Shoot. I'm not gonna Google it. I refuse to Google it. He's Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
Sebastian Stan. Fuck, I'm so smart. No, Stan Sebastian.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, Stan Sebastian. Wait, is it? I'm not really
Andrew.
sure. Is it Sebastian Stan? I'm not taking credit for that because I definitely was convinced I had it wrong the first time.
You convince yourself you're right, and then you convince yourself you're wrong. All in the span of like 15 seconds.
That's my life. That's
Wait,
I'm constantly verbalizing my doubt to myself.
I didn't say anything for like 30 seconds there.
Okay, fuck. Yeah, he's Sebastian Stan's
in I, Tanya.
Yeah. In I, Tanya. Yeah.
So this is the movie about the 1996 Atlanta Olympic bombing.
Oh shoot.
So it's about Jewell, who was a security guard at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics, where he noticed a suspicious bag at Centennial Olympic Park. He then realized the bag contained an explosive device and cleared out most of the onlookers. The bomb detonated, though, resulting in 2 deaths and 111 injuries.
Whoa.
The damage and death toll could have been a lot worse had he not acted on it. But the second part of that movie is that, like, the FBI and, like, because this is, like, the sort of the turn of sort of 24-hour news cycles. He kind of got turned into the bad guy. People had just regular people who were watching the news were convinced that he was the one that had done it because he was just on the news all the time. It made sense. He was the one that saw it. So he had gotten turned into the
bad guy,
number one suspect, when he wasn't at all. And it took him 11 years or something to clear his name. But then now everybody just knows him as the guy who
rescued,
almost fucked it, or the guy who did the bombing but then turned it into nobody.
The guy who fucked it. That's the tagline of the movie. I don't even remember what it's called. What's it called?
The Ballad of Richard Jewell.
Okay, does Clint Eastwood only do biopics now?
I think so, yeah.
Like The Mule was definitely about him.
Yeah, and then even what was the other one? Where he's sitting on his porch.
Gran Torino?
Yes. That one was
old racist Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Befriends a Filipino family. No, what's the other one he did? He did the one with he used the guys who were the actual heroes in that they stopped the one train robbery. And they were he used them as actors.
And then it was awful because they were bad actors.
Fucking awful. I've seen the first 5 minutes and I couldn't watch it.
Oh really? You actually did watch some of it?
Watched some of it, yeah.
That's funny.
It starts with a narration, and it's just hot garbage.
Does he do the narration?
No, the guy does, not Clint Eastwood.
Oh, the extra, one of the guys,
one of the
involved
actors.
in it.
Yeah.
Jesus. I was trying to look up the South African rugby movie. Do you remember what that one's called?
The Springboks one.
Yes.
The one with Matt Damon.
Yeah. Do you remember what it's called?
No, why?
Nelson Mandela's in it too.
Well,
not
Nelson
Mandela.
I don't think so.
Why? Invictus. Oh, because I was gonna make the joke about you were talking about how it's based off of like the real people in the train. I was gonna say Invictus.
Wow.
It's not funny anymore.
No, it's not. I'm really glad you had to explain it first. I like you're like, I'm not gonna tell the joke. I'm just gonna explain what I thought the joke might be, and then I'm gonna tell you what the joke is, and you decide if it's funny or not. Oh, it's not funny? Oh, shoot.
Drat. Yeah, I don't know. This was the movie that Leonardo DiCaprio dropped out of. Mm-hmm. So Sam Rockwell replaced him.
Oh,
that's cool.
Yep.
And then Jonah Hill dropped out last month, and that's why Paul Walter Hauser is in it.
Wait, so they wanted fat Jonah Hill then?
I imagine, yeah.
They're like, listen, Jonah, you got to put on like 50 pounds again. He's like, I can't do it.
No, it'd be funny if it was like an unspoken thing. And so they're like showing Jonah Hill
like,
pictures.
So this is what the guy looked like.
Playing.
Yeah, this is the guy you're going to play. And we really want to go like as accurate as possible here. And he goes, that guy's fat. Yeah. Wow, that's a good observation, Jonah Hill.
Paul Walter Hauser's like waiting in the lobby.
Jonah Hill
eating
just,
donuts or something.
Like preparing for the role. It's like there's like that Tom Hanks. There's that Tom Hanks thing where he like
actually stranded himself on an island.
No. He has diabetes now.
Oh yeah.
To gain weight for a role, he just ate ice cream. I don't think it was for Big.
No, it wasn't.
I
made the joke because I'm going to explain it again.
No, shut up. It's for the movie Bigger, where Tom Hanks is fat and old. To get to that role, he ate a lot of ice cream.
Yeah. What movie?
But he did do that for I don't know what movie, but like I don't remember. I think it was for Castaway because
for,
then he lost the weight.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
So now he has diabetes.
So anyway, this sounds pretty interesting. It would be cool to see Paul Walter Hauser because he's been, I think, him in Black Klansman, he was great in that. And then he was really good in I, Tonya.
Yeah, he was. He was good in both.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to actually see him sort of in a number one leading role.
Yeah.
I feel like Clint Eastwood movies, and I haven't like seen sort of maybe the last like 3 movies that he's done, I guess. Actually, I still have it open. Do you want to guess what, or here, I'll read them to you. I was going to say guess what they are, but that's a stupid game. He did Sully. Did you see Sully?
No.
Did you see The Mule?
No.
Did you see the 1517 to Paris? That's that one that you're talking about, right?
I saw 5 minutes of it.
Did you see American Sniper?
Yes. Wait, Clint Eastwood did American Sniper?
Yeah, he wrote and directed it. Oh, produced it. Never mind. Jersey Boys. Did you see Jersey Boys?
What did he do with Jersey Boys?
He directed and produced it.
What the hell is Jersey Boys?
Is
it Jersey Boys with a Z? In which case I did see that.
Sequel to Boys 2 Men.
2 Jersey, 2 Boys.
Fuck, what else is there? Yeah, Invictus, J. Edgar. God, fuck, I haven't seen any of these.
No. Invictus I saw.
I feel like that's the kind of movie that kind of sums it up, though. You're like, everybody knows that he's got a movie coming out, but then nobody sees it. Although lots of people saw American Sniper. Because didn't it win up a whole bunch of awards?
I don't know if it won a whole bunch of awards.
Reception. Oh, it just says one bunch of awards. Not even a bunch of awards.
Like when you Google American Sniper, it's just a picture of Bradley Cooper and just like...
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yeah.
Winking.
Hey, good, yeah. Totally a bunch of awards.
We really did it, boys.
Despite having that weird baby, we still did it.
Yeah, right. That's the only thing I remember out of that movie. Dr. Sleep, the new sequel for The Shining, has gotten its first trailer.
Oh, for The Shining.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
You're
not going to ask me?
No. Yeah, go ahead.
It's fine.
Based on
Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Based on the 2013 novel of the same name by Stephen King, it's directed and written by Mike Flanagan, who most recently did Gerald's Game, which got a lot of good reviews.
This is such a great podcast for people who haven't seen a ton of movies and want to listen to us talk about movies we've only seen and not. And
Or
just read
heard
about.
about.
Yeah, heard about.
Word of mouth, baby.
God.
We're the worst. You didn't say anything? It makes
You're
it sadder.
the worst. Yeah, just deep contemplation over here. I was like, yeah, maybe.
So the movie's set 40 years after the events of The Shining, combining elements of the 1977 novel and the 1980 film adaptation. And it stars Ewan McGregor and Rebecca Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca Ferguson looks scary in this. In the trailer.
Oh, I
Do you
don't know
remember
if
seeing her?
Yeah, I just watched the trailer. I don't remember seeing her.
I was just in it a few times. She kind of just like, she kind of looks like I don't know much about.
Is she like the
book.
witchy lady?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's set to release November 8th, 2019. What did you think of it? The trailer?
It was okay.
Yeah, you didn't like it that much?
It doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. Like,
Oh.
I didn't think it was like it doesn't really tell you what's going on. So like,
Yeah.
did you like it, Pat?
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. Because it kind of looks like he's like almost locked in like a. He's not like locked away, but he's just sort of like, it looks kind of like he's in hiding in this like weird attic space where all of his stuff is, and he's like got a big giant chalkboard, it looks like. And then,
Right.
but I don't know, I sort of like the way that it was shot was pretty interesting.
I had read something that they were trying to like reproduce the aesthetic from The Shining.
Yeah, and
They're probably not.
what's
gonna do
interesting
that.
too is that they had a few scenes it looked like straight from The Shining. Like there's a bit where he's riding
Yeah.
his bike through the hotel, and then there's the twins, and they're sort of standing, and it looks like that could have been even just like B-roll or something
Yeah.
from the movie. Which, I mean, if it's the same production company, like it could be. It straight up could be B-roll. But I don't know. I thought it looked pretty cool. Ewan McGregor sounded cool. He looked good. There's like even at the little last bit where he puts his head through, like that iconic scene Jack Nicholson did. But he's like kind of wandering around like the hotel and stuff. I don't know. It looked really cool. I don't know, man. Stop asking me. Jesus.
Whoa.
It comes out November 8th.
Yeah, this year.
Yep. Netflix's Chronicles of Narnia finds its creative architect with Coco.
Creative architect's such a fucking douchey way to describe your director.
So I thought that was like a thing that the Variety article came up with. They were like, instead of just saying like creative officer or something, and it's not. Like that's his legit title for
Creative
the series.
architect.
Creative architect. If you go to like IMDb, that's what it says too.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Are they just trying to like recreate what Kevin Feige does in Marvel?
Maybe. I don't know. That's funny. What's his title?
That's like this guy picked his job title first.
What do you want to be
Like,
called?
we'll hire you, but you gotta pick a job title first. And he's like, creative architect. He's like, I don't know. That sounds kind of douchey.
Oh, a regular.
I'm gonna walk. How about just like run of the mill architect?
How about architect?
Architect. That sounds fun.
No, we can't do that. Architects are gonna be furious.
Yeah.
Was that a dog?
I don't know what that was.
Yeah. So that's Coco co-writer. Jesus, Coco co-writer.
Coco, come on, right?
Matthew Aldrich. So it says that he will shepherd all development and creative ideas on the multiple adaptations for the book.
So this sounds like he's like a producer with more power.
Yeah,
He's
like an
a
executive
super
producer, but they
producer.
didn't have like a name
Oh.
for above that.
Yeah,
do
they
you
were
say?
like, I said super producer. Then you said executive. I was like, right, that's the same.
Super producer. Yeah, I don't know. This sounds cool. Like it's gonna be a series, so it's not gonna be a film series. It's gonna be like a Netflix sort of TV series.
Oh, it's a TV series.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then it apparently do like a few of the sequel books and like the prequel books. I guess I'm not really that familiar with Chronicles of Narnia, so
All I know is that there's
a lion.
and a witch.
and a
Ottoman.
dresser or
An ottoman?
yeah,
Lion the Witch and the Ottoman.
TV table.
The Ottoman Empire.
the Lion, the Witch, and the Ottoman Empire.
I have no follow up to that.
Yeah,
that's
we were laughing at our own jokes,
like,
and that was
hell yeah, Ottoman Empire. I don't know a lot about it, but sounds great. Prince Ferdinand involved. He's a creative architect. Creative architect Franz Ferdinand for the Lion, the Witch, and the Ottoman Empire.
That's funny.
Wow, thanks. Really great approval.
Quiet Place 2 will explain how the whole monster situation happened.
Monsters, how do they work?
Just John Krasinski going, I don't know.
Do we explain deaf people? Oh shoot, there's only one. Never mind, I can't do that. What about why there's no crinkly bags in this movie? No, people can't figure that out.
It's the origin of the word quiet. The entire thing happens in a lecture hall.
In a what?
Lecture hall.
Oh, lecture hall. I know.
Lecture hall.
You just mispronounced electric and hall.
No,
yeah,
Andrew, I said a lecture hall.
Yeah, and I didn't know you said that.
Brian Tyree Henry, apparently he was interviewed about because he got cast in the movie.
Who?
Brian Tyree Henry from Us.
Right. Yeah.
And he got cast in the movie and interviewed about it. And he's he just said that they were going to explain why the monsters were there,
right,
and then introduce a whole bunch of new survivors. One of which is Cillian Murphy.
Oh no way.
Yeah,
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy. I've been mispronouncing his name.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, I always thought it was Cillian Murphy.
Should we Google it? Well, I'm going to do another segment of Googling on the pod.
But that'd be kind of cool. It'd be interesting to see. You don't have to say it as I'm talking.
Cillian.
I'm trying to fill the air.
I know, well, you don't have to.
Hold it up so we can hear it.
Cillian.
Killian?
Cillian.
Oh, that's sick.
Cillian.
Add that to the baby name list.
Don't tell me about a baby late.
Everybody has baby name lists.
Belong to me.
I got one.
Cillian.
His name's
I'm
Scoot.
not naming.
No, wait, that's my dog list. I can't believe there's a guy named Scoot McNairy.
I don't think it's his real name.
It's got to be his. Don't you fucking Google it.
I'm not Googling it. I'm just looking on my phone at the same time.
Because I don't think I can live in a world post Scoot McNairy not being his real name.
It's not Scoot. It's John Marcus. Yeah,
Ah.
Shit, that's why he goes like Scoot.
John Marcus sucks.
No, John's just a worse name. Fuck you, Johns of the world. But listen to the pod.
Johnny's.
If there was
Johns.
like 30, what if they were all? What if
Owens.
all 30 people that listen to this were
All
John?
30.
We'd be fucked. Not that we're making anything from this. All 30 followers we have on Instagram, just gone.
Disappear.
This is for Johns everywhere.
They mass unfollow us.
Yeah. Shout out to Scoot.
Change all your names to Scoot.
Yeah.
Then you can listen again.
Shout out to the name Scoot for making the name John okay.
Okay.
John on its own.
Moving on. New trailer for Ready or Not, starring Samara Weaving and Mark O'Brien.
Margot. What?
Mark O'Brien.
Oh, and Margot Robbie.
I forgot to watch this one.
Margot Robbie?
No, Mark O'Brien.
Yeah, but Margot Robbie's in this.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I forgot to watch the trailer when
She's
we were
the
getting
lead in
set
this.
up. Oh, what?
She's a lead in this.
No, that's Samara Weaving.
Margot Robbie's in this.
Nope.
Ready or Not. You didn't even watch the fucking trailer, man.
I looked up who was in it.
Ready or Not. No, I swear to God, if
Nope. She's
you
not.
sure? Yeah, she 100% is.
No, she's not. Her name's Samara Weaving. This is her.
Wait,
I'm showing you a
what?
picture right now.
Holy shit, she looks just
She
like...
does actually just look like her. There's
Holy
that one
crap.
picture.
I thought for sure it was Margot Robbie the entire time.
Oh shit, she totally.
That's
looks like
crazy. No, that's wild.
her. That's crazy. Oh, she's also the one that got cast in Bill and Ted 3, I think.
Damn. Okay, well, Adam Brody's in this as well.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong actually.
Andy McDowell.
Yeah, Adam Brosian. Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, I watched the trailer. It was fun.
Do you want to tell me what it's about since I didn't watch it?
Yeah, it's like so it's this family.
Here we go.
And they like the two like leads are getting married, and then they have to like they on the like the night of the wedding, whenever somebody like new joins the family, they have like a contest, and they have like this deck of cards, and they pull a card out of the deck, and they have to do whatever the thing is.
Cool.
So like for her, it was picture Mario Kart. So they line up and they go ready or not, and then they play Mario Kart. No, it's ready. All of that was true until
except the Mario Kart, yeah. Because I was reading the synopsis.
Yeah, no, it's like it says hide and seek, and then she has to like hide, and then it's a lot of killing.
Oh, ready.
But the trailer gives away a lot. Don't watch it.
Here I come.
Ready or not.
Ready or not.
You have this many seconds, and you have to get away.
Hey, no peeking.
No peeking. Hey, listen. Don't tell anyone. Listen. You can find your own hiding spot. All right, this is stupid.
I didn't hear that last part you said.
You'll hear it in post.
In post. I don't listen to this. Yeah, that looks. I'm not
Hey,
gonna say it looks cool because I didn't
watch the trailer. You bitch.
But I did watch Official Secrets, the trailer for that, featuring
That looks
Keira Knightley,
really good.
Matthew Good, and Ralph Fiennes.
Matt Smith.
Yeah, I like him.
I do too.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a ton of stuff, but
no, but everything that I've seen him in, I thought he was good. Also, the guy who was in Imitation Game, that was like also with Keira Knightley actually.
Right, yeah.
The tall guy. I always forget his name.
That's Matthew Good.
That's Matthew Good?
I'm pretty sure that was Matthew Good.
Oh, okay, I didn't think that was his name.
Welcome to I Don't Know Faces.
All white guys look at the same.
All
Says
white guys?
two twins.
With a real imitation game.
Let's end it.
Oh, fuck. I feel like tooth on the mic.
I wonder if that's going to show up.
I hope not. I don't think it made a sound. I feel like I was rubbing my teeth on a cheese grater.
This looked really good. Yeah, it looked. It was like all about the true story of a British whistleblower who leaked information to the press about the illegal NSA spy operation designed to push the UN Security Council into sanctioning a 2003 invasion of Iraq.
Yeah, crazy.
Fuck, man.
Cool. It kind of reminds me of Spotlight.
Yes. What's interesting is this. In the beginning, it says from the person who did Eye in the Sky that had Helen Mirren in it.
Yeah.
And I thought that looked like shit. I remember watching the trailer for that because it used to come up before all the movies.
I'm pretty sure Dad watched it.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Did he tell you about it?
What do you think he said?
It's good.
Yep.
But I remember thinking that looked like crap. I didn't think it looked good at all. I was just looking at reviews. They got 95%.
Yeah, it did well. I don't think the trailer was very good.
I mean, that's probably why. But I thought this looked really good.
Yeah.
It looked really interesting. I thought Keira Knightley looked cool.
Yeah.
I liked how it was shot.
Yeah, I think it's a cool aesthetic.
But yeah, that one, it just says coming soon. It doesn't say like when it's coming out.
Yeah.
Which I thought was odd, but anyway, that was news.
News.
Was that ghosts?
Ghost farting.
Did you have any other news?
What, do I have news?
Yeah.
Personal news?
No.
Oh, okay.
Please no.
Personal news. I'm actually not doing so well, but thanks for asking. Okay, whatever. Let's just move on. I actually forgot about this movie completely, so you're gonna have to really jog my memory here.
I did as well. I remember like I was like really excited about it the day after, and then I like completely flew out of my mind.
Yeah.
So this is for Godzilla, King of the Monsters. We're just gonna get right into it. Starring, I'm not gonna list everybody because that was the one thing about this movie is there is a lot of people.
Yeah, there is.
It has a massive cast.
Yeah.
And it kind of expects you to
A lot of
everybody.
these characters are like brand new.
Yeah.
Like I would say almost all of them except for three.
Yeah.
Ken Watanabe, Sally Hawkins.
Yeah, Sally
and,
Hawkins.
David Strathairn, who plays like the military guy for the first one.
Yeah, I think he was in the first one too.
Yeah. That's all I think. Everybody else is like brand new.
Super new.
So like this is just a monster movie.
Yep.
With some human stuff to try and ground it.
Which I
don't think it did a good job at.
So that's what I think. The one there was like I read a bunch of reviews afterwards because so coming out of the movie, my first impression was that I really, really liked it. I thought I went in expecting a monster movie, with just like cool ass monster fights and shit.
A+.
Absolutely. I for the life of me could not remember anything about any of the people talking in it.
So
I remember almost every single fight that happened, and like the cool like key points of those fights.
I really
could not tell you anything about the people.
Kyle Chandler was great in this.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I thought he was really good despite having really bad dialogue.
I just didn't think his dialogue was that bad compared to other people.
He was fine, but like what he had to say, I didn't think was that good.
Yeah,
but I think that's part of the whole movie. Was like it's just.
I said I didn't think the dialogue was that bad.
Oh, okay, sorry.
He was really good in this. Everything was really. He was like he played like the everyman. Like he was supposed to be like the audience. Like he was always like, "Don't do that thing. Kill that thing.
Yeah.
You better not do that." And you're sitting in the theater being like,
"Yeah, he's got a
point." Seems like he knows what he's talking about. And also, why does he have as much power as it seems that he does? Ken Watanabe was just like, "Listen to him."
They would always,
and they're like, "No, why?"
They would pan over to him and he would go,
"Yeah."
Every time.
Open the bay doors, and they're like, "No." Everybody's like, "No, that's a terrible idea." And he's like,
"Tell him,
do it." All right.
He did that. I think they must have panned to him like
just like
so
5 or 6 times in this movie. There was just like so many different scenes where he's just like,
he's
like, "The thing you're doing, it's wrong. Do this thing instead." And they were like, "Okay."
I was kind of confused about like why he had so much power because they sort of made him into like he was like the husband of the genius.
The lady genius / villain,
who I honestly cannot remember her name in the movie. No, just the name of the character.
Emma.
Okay. They made her into like this like super smart, incredibly motivated, like just.
I actually thought, yeah.
But then, like, they made him into being like, oh, it was just like it was her husband, and he helped, but it's like. Yeah,
but he left, and he doesn't say why he left.
Yeah,
or like how.
They never really go over that.
They just go that like he was really fucked up by the kid dying, and
because the whole motivation is that
Godzilla kills the kid.
Kills the kid in San Francisco during that massive fight.
Yeah.
And then it sort of fast forwards, and they've like taken on, or she took on a role through Monarch, and he was like maybe involved in Monarch, and then left, and now he's a wildlife photographer.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of funny. It was like he's just like out there and he's got like his big microphone and he's listening to like wolves eat something, and he's like, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I don't think he says that.
And then a helicopter comes in
and he goes, also beautiful.
Wow. We did
helicopters.
Man.
The best beast.
World's most dangerous
game. The actual monsters. I fucking called it before this movie.
Yeah.
We were going to be the monsters the whole time, and we were.
We put that on our Instagram where you were like, what if we were the monsters all along or something? I went, you're a menace. And then that's what the movie was about.
Yep. We woke up the monsters, and then we had to lie in our grave. And then we also gave Godzilla a nuke, and Godzilla turned thermonuclear, which was fucking sick. But and then he destroyed like most of Boston.
So wait, I forgot to read the synopsis of the movie. The crypto
think people know-
zoological
okay.
agency Monarch faces off against a battery of god-sized monsters, including the mighty Godzilla, who collides with Mothra. That's not right.
That's all right.
Rodan and the ultimate nemesis, the three-headed King Ghidorah.
Ghidorah.
I used to think it was Ghidra. I don't know why. I always thought it was Ghidra.
Mothra was for sure
Not
supposed to be like the
enemy.
hero of all this, and then just dies like immediately, or doesn't die. He just like gets real beat up, and then he stabs Rodan, but then Rodan lives,
But then Rodan shows up at the end. I was
and
like,
it's like, hey, I know that I was like fighting against you, and I know I bowed to you, but like, hey, what if I bow to you? You're alright. And he's like, hey, that's all right. It's fine. Hey, you're with the club now. Like, it's all right.
This mammoth guy is my friend.
New mammoth.
Yeah.
Tall mammoth, big mammoth. Big
Also,
mammoth.
like the bug thing that looked like the one that he fought in the first movie.
Yeah, that confused me.
I was like, is that the same thing?
Or is it the egg of the thing?
Yeah,
from
because it
before?
looked exactly like the other one.
Yeah. Also, did humans really make a difference in this movie? Because like they wake up. I guess they wake up Ghidorah.
Yeah, and then
Ghidorah.
who in turn wakes up everybody else.
Yeah, so they only really needed. But like, would Ghidorah like been woken up anyways?
I don't
like
know.
they were all like slumbering, and then they kind of like woke up. But I guess like the idea, the whole thing is that like we woke up Godzilla anyway. So like, it all starts with us.
Yeah,
we take all the credit, and then they give Godzilla a nuke. But really, like in the first movie, I'm pretty sure they said that he could like follow radioactivity.
Well, yeah,
radiation. So
he
like
would have found it anyway.
just found it anyways.
But I guess the thing is,
But it would have taken longer.
Yeah, because they said he was slumbering, and that's why they went in there.
But then they thought it was going to take years. Anyways, my point
they were
is,
like, oh, it's going to take years.
that maybe, like, I know that like we're supposed to like resolve every like humans. I like it's very weird. Like we're on the same team. Like when I'm watching like sports, like fuck yeah.
I'm on
Like well, you
Godzilla's
know what?
team, man.
We just got to double the ball better this time.
Godzilla, you're playing way too much defense, man.
Yeah, you got to get
in
those
the
rebounds,
offense.
man. You got to get the boards. Don't
do it.
Don't do it. Godzilla will get paid.
Oh no.
Yeah. Current events.
Pop culture.
What?
Pop culture.
Pop culture. What sports?
Well, because he and then Millie Bobby Brown like
that really rolled off your tongue.
Yeah, right. I was thinking that too. She calls them to Boston.
Yeah.
Like she puts on like the big and
then so like maybe
which I thought was so shitty because like it's like the Red Sox stadium, whatever that's
Fenway Park.
Yeah, no, Fenway's that's New York.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yankee Stadium. No, I think it's Fenway.
I don't know. I don't follow.
Another segment of Andrew Googles something.
I thought that was shitty because like
you dumb bitch, it's Boston.
No, it is okay. They are very obviously using that stadium as like a help center.
Yeah, but they were saying in that the news clip, the very clearly just placed in there as a what's it called? What's the word? Where it fills their audience in.
Oh, I've completely forgotten.
It's the you gotta edit this out.
Ex Machina.
No.
That's not it.
What's it called?
It's like that weird thing where it's like
just exposition.
Exposition. That's
Act
what
like
it was.
we came up with it all on our own.
And didn't just interrupt Georgia from doing whatever she was doing to tell us.
Yes, so they use that thing as exposition, and then they tell us that like, oh yeah, Boston's almost completely evacuated, and that's why she chooses Fenway.
Okay, that makes sense.
So like and because she's from Boston.
Yes, from that really cheesy
intro where they're like she's wearing a Boston Red Sox sweater.
No, but then there's even that bit where the one Marine guy, or not a Marine, but the soldier, they're like driving around in the Humvee, and the two parents are like arguing, and he goes, man, if I had parents like you,
I'd run away from home.
I'd run away home. And he goes, what'd you say? He's like,
goes,
my
run away
parents
from
like
home.
you, I'd run away from home. And they go, home. Fuck, that was the worst part of the movie.
Oh my god, it was just so cheesy. You don't need to explain it. Just think. Just don't even say anything. Just be like, God, like, I wonder if she went to any... Oh, like, we live in Boston.
Yeah. Why not just, like...
You just drive there. I don't fucking care.
Start turning around and just start driving. And
being like, where are you going?
Where are you going?
We're going home.
Going home.
Yeah.
Done. Better. Fuck you, Michael Doherty.
Doherty.
So the mom was very obviously the villain.
But then also not at the same time.
But also
she like
not
tries
at
to
the same
redeem
time.
herself and dies.
Yeah, she definitely dies.
Yeah. Charles Dance, real villain.
Yeah, they tried to make him into like
or an environmental terrorist.
No, they say don't they say eco-terrorist at one point?
I don't think eco.
I think they say eco-terrorist because I remember thinking, I don't know if that's
economic
the right term.
terrorist.
Yeah, I kept thinking economic.
Oh my God, he just keeps burning money.
He's
down with the economy.
He's standing on a building, throwing money in the air. You're all swine.
It's just Molotov cocktails built with like $100 bills. He's just throwing those.
But they made him into like the puppet master almost.
You only realize that at the end though, like in that post-credit scene where like, okay, well he clearly like had ulterior motives.
Yeah,
because otherwise he's just like the guy being used by Emma.
Because then at the end, that post-credit scene makes him seem like he's a what's the word? Like not like a hunter, but like fuck. What's the thing where it's like
poacher?
Poacher. That's it. Thank you. It makes him into like almost a poacher.
Yeah.
At the end, because he's like trying to get the head or whatever.
But then it goes against. I don't know if that's what he was doing.
I don't know, but
he's
that's
probably
what
just
I
like
thought.
Cloning it or like stealing something from it.
But she's like obviously like super selfish. In this movie.
She was like.
Is she not?
She's
just,
like, oh yeah,
worst?
like we'll just like wake a bunch of them up and then they'll cleanse the earth and then we'll just like continue to live how we live.
Yeah.
But then you're like, everybody around her is like, that's a fucking terrible idea.
Yeah,
you exterminate all of us.
You're super wrong.
Yeah.
You're
and she's like, I don't care.
objectively wrong.
It's gonna happen, and it's gonna be a great world for me and my daughter. I don't know
but
why.
Then like that she's having like very obviously a Skype call, and somehow has like a PowerPoint presentation happening at the same time.
Man, it's Skype. It's Microsoft.
You could do that?
It works seamlessly.
No, you're lying.
I have no idea. It is Microsoft though.
Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah. But like that, I was like, oh, that's funny. They have just like video clips, and then it like stops as soon as they start arguing. They're like yelling at each other, and then then she like finishes the call. It was like
also that was funny because they like there's like a million screens in the one ship they're in, and they all turn to the big one. And
yeah,
it's like, that also happens to be where the camera is. I was like,
every single person is sitting in front of a screen, and they all look at the one that he's looking at.
Yeah.
Which somehow has a camera on it.
Yeah,
where he can
and you
talk
like
to her.
based on his character, like there's no way he knows that's where the camera is.
No way. He just went, that's the biggest one.
Yeah, I'll look at that. And the guy, then the IT room's like, okay, fuck. Like running over there.
He keeps looking at the big one.
Yeah, put the wheel webcam in front of it. Yeah, I was stupid.
He doesn't know where to look, so they had to like actually put in like the old 2000 webcam where it's a big ball on a stand. Oh, now he knows.
It's like, wow. And she's like talking. She's like, listen, can you guys all stand together? Just looks like one big blob in 240p.
We are underwater.
We are at water? Okay.
Yeah.
They weren't underwater at that point. They were fighting Rodan.
Oh, right. That would have been in the plane.
Which was sick.
Yeah.
Rodan was sick.
He was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they just called him like what was it, like the fire
demon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He just comes out of a volcano.
Just straight out of a volcano and just like destroys Mexico.
That was one of my
Not even just that city, just all of Mexico. He just flies over and just
the one scene where he's flying and then you just see like the entire city wipe out. It was amazing. I really liked all the scenes where they showed the monsters like waking up. So there was like the one, and he was all the trees had grown on top of him.
There was the one that was
like
the mountain.
Yeah, that one was really cool.
Yeah,
like fuck, all of them were insane. Like I thought that was inexplicably the best part of the movie was just all the monsters just doing like monster stuff.
Yeah,
Like there was that giant woolly mammoth at one point.
Yeah, that was sweet.
That one
He
was
wasn't
cool.
like
They
a
didn't
woolly
even
mammoth.
like
He was
focus
just
on
like
him
a
at all.
weird looking mammoth too. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't quite like a woolly mammoth. Yeah.
It was like kind of off, almost like in Kong where it's like the wildebeest,
Yeah, totally.
but he's like not. He kind of doesn't look like a wildebeest. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck all that. All the monster stuff was cool. Godzilla was awesome.
Yeah, thermonuclear Godzilla was sweet.
So they
that underwater city that they go into.
So you had said this before. I think you said it. That was Atlantis, right?
I don't know. I thought it might be, but like, I
Yeah.
have no idea.
The way that they're kind of, because they go in a sub and then they're like flying through the water.
There's a whole shitload of radioactivity, and then there's fucking tunnels every day.
And there's
This guy's
like
super proud of
tunnels
himself
and
for
like
knowing
shrines to all the or to Godzilla,
Yeah.
and then they go into like they found this one room with a drone, and it's like it's very obviously made for him for like as a resting place, which was like so insane. It's like, how did they make all these tunnels without dying? And then how did they make this one without like, because everybody would have been dying all the time if they were trying to make it. Anyway, that was cool. It definitely looked like Atlantis. But then he had like his own little house almost. Like, kind of like a doghouse.
It is like a little doghouse at the top of some stairs.
Yeah.
It's his little
And he's just
resting
sleeping.
area. Yeah, he's just sleeping.
Sleeping. I did like that
I
scene
like
where
that he doesn't like, he's not like alarmed that there's a human there. He's like, I've never seen a human in millions of years. And he just like sees this guy like take off his helmet. He's like, whoa, he's trying to touch me.
And he did.
And then and then what the fuck? He sets off a nuke. He ruined my house.
My house.
Like he just destroys Godzilla's house.
Yeah.
And then he's just
And, like,
raging
everything.
full of steroids.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he got juiced up.
Yeah,
big time.
Literally, they say that in the movie.
Yeah, right. He's
fucking
juiced.
Yeah, he just goes thermonuclear and ends up just like burning Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Ghidorah.
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 I really liked. I was kind of confused about Thomas Middleditch's character. It was like in the beginning, it was like he was
Really
kind of
annoying.
really annoying and kind of a bumbling, very like the archetype of just being a bumbling idiot.
Yeah.
But then he wasn't.
No.
Almost like from the scene where they're in like the mini boardroom in like the ship when they bring in Kyle Chandler.
Yeah.
And he's like telling the one, he's like, in all all due respect, you're wrong. And Thomas Middleditch is like, okay, I'll you chill the fuck out.
Yeah, he basically was like, listen, you don't know anything.
Yeah.
And also,
we don't even know why you're here.
This is the commander of the world over here. So what the fuck is your problem, man?
And then from like that point on, he was super smart and like,
yeah, he even like
confident?
has like a little like conversation with Kyle Chandler's character.
He's like, where are you going, man? He's
and they're
like,
like,
I gotta go find my family. He's
and then
like,
they're like buddies
good luck,
at one
buddy.
point. Yeah.
It was weird.
Weird.
Because it seemed like they didn't really know what to do, because then they had the one tech guy come in, with the white-haired guy with the glasses,
Yeah.
who was then the comic relief.
But not, yeah.
But not the comic
like
relief.
he was just like nannering on most of the movie.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I thought he was funny-ish. I don't know. Like
Bradley Whitford.
he was almost, yeah, and he's in Handmaid's Tale.
And he was in Get Out.
Fuck, yeah, you're right.
And Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I like him.
Yeah, I do too.
It is funny that I clicked on his Wikipedia because I was like trying to make sure it was the Handmaid's guy, and the picture on his Wikipedia is like from 1980.
Cool. Does he have white hair?
No, he's young looking.
Oh.
Like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you give this?
I really like this movie, and
Yeah,
because I knew that I just wanted a monster movie, and I wanted a monster fighting movie, and I wanted it like full on like
Oh, CGI looked really good.
Destroy everything,
Yeah.
kick ass CGI. Like the CGI was so good that there were scenes where there's a lot of scenes actually where it was like close ups to the monsters' faces.
Yeah.
And all of that shit looked amazing.
Yeah.
It was very detailed, very animated. Like they all had personality in their faces and stuff, which is really impressive. And fuck, all that shit was really good. And even the cinematography, I thought was really interesting.
Yeah.
Like the colors that they had for everything too. King Ghidorah's like electric stuff.
Yeah, electric
Was kick ass. Looked
breath
awesome.
that was kind of not also electric at the same time.
Yeah, he was like a living storm.
Living storm. He was the alien storm.
Halle Berry Storm.
Halle Berry Storm. I was like, what? Did you just misquote what Catwoman was? Like,
I don't know. I'd give this like. I want to give it a 7 out of 7.
but that's.
But it's not. It's objectively not.
Yeah.
I think
I'm gonna say 4.5.
Yeah, I don't know. I think 4 is like fair. I thought like monster shit was awesome. It's probably like the best CGI I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
But the rest of the movie suck. It's not
Yeah,
very
it was
good.
not. It was fine.
It didn't suck. It just wasn't very good.
great. Yeah.
It just wasn't very good. Yeah, I don't know. 4 out of 7 is fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
Cool.
it. Yep. Why are you looking
Now
around?
what? That was.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, this is your job. I have nothing to do with this.
I blanked on what I was supposed to do.
This is what are we doing right now? Oh my god, what's this robot penis in my hand?
A classic podcast.
Yeah, classic. Everybody just sitting in front of robot penises. Nobody's ever made that joke before.
That was first watch, first listen of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Directed and written by Michael Dougherty and Zach Shields. Yeah, I've been your co-host Pat. You can find me on Twitter at KidCombo_. Find us on Instagram at TwinSpeaksPod. Andrew, you're at Animonium.
Yep.
Fuck, do we know what we're watching next? I think we were talking about Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Probably do Chernobyl next. Maybe The Dead Don't Die next week or something.
Right.
But yeah, we got some
And we
stuff
got like
coming
a
up.
triple threat of rotten movies right now. Shaft, Dead Don't Die.
Godzilla.
No, there was another one, remember?
Oh yeah, what was the other one? Fuck, I forgot now.
But yeah.
Just go back to that picture you sent me.
Yeah, that was how long ago?
It wasn't that long ago.
So much of this podcast is just us killing time Googling or looking up something I sent you. Stuber.
Right.
Stu Uber.
That's too bad. Oh, Men in Black. That was the other one too.
Yeah.
Men
Oh,
in
wait,
Black.
that doesn't open this. I must have got them. Oh, Men in Black. That was it. Stu Uber comes out in July.
Yeah. Men in
Stu
Black.
Uber.
They said only made $28 million.
Yeah, they said that the two leads were good, but like the movie sucks.
Damn.
Anyways, this is Tween Speaks Pod. I'm your co-host Pat. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at KidCombo_. And this is our podcast. Welcome to the podcast. It's Twin Speaks Pod. And I'm at Endemonium. Oh no, he's at
Good night,
Endemonium.
everybody.
George,
do you want to say goodnight?
Braces. Lisa needs braces.
Listen to its braces.
Good night, everybody.